Hello, my name is Navigator. In today's quick video, we're just going to be going over some recent pickups. Number one here, I got a ton of comics over the past weekend that I've kind of been saving up as well that I kind of want to show off here. But Ravenswood had a 25% off everything July 4th sale from 10 to 2 p.m. So I got in there, took advantage of that little window and got some great stuff. And then I also went out to Syracuse today, stopped by Larger Than Life and Bricks and Minifigs out in Cicero and Clay. And I'm going to show off what I got here. So we'll start off with the comics. Number one here, just to kind of open on my own, I'll do this off video, but we have a little Punisher grab bag here for $10. I really liked this cover of Punisher War Journal issue 50, and it's a pretty notable issue, at least for Punisher, so I figured I'd pick that one up. There was another one that had a really cool cover that I initially wanted, but I missed that one. But we do have this one. I'll rip this up and see what other comics are inside, so that'll be fun to tear into later. And then speaking of Punisher, the big thing that I wanted to complete was my Punisher 2099 collection, and there's only 34 issues in this series, and I have almost most of them. I think I'm missing 3. And Ravenswood was able to help me out with most of those. So I had like 1 through 10, I think. And then I picked up like 12 through 33. And it was like maybe, I think it was like $48 total. I grabbed one other comic. But I still only need 3 more. And I will have all of Punisher 2099. An awesome series. When I was a kid, this was like my favorite comic series to read. So I'm very excited to now be able to read the whole thing and have the whole thing. So there you go. Almost all of Punisher 2099. And then this was a bunch of comics that I grabbed out at Nickel City Comic Con and some various places out there that I just wanted to save for a time when I did a comic book video. So here we are, and I'll show these off as well. Number one, at a gas station, just for $1.50, or actually I think this was the dollar store. I grabbed this Batman the Brave and the Bold. I love the Brave and the Bold show. I love the style of it, so I really liked this cover. Wanted to grab that, so we have that. And then at Nickel City Con, I did get Punisher Max number 31, the first appearance of Barracuda, who's a very crazy Punisher villain, but I love that. I probably shouldn't put him over there. I'll start putting him on camera here. We also grabbed a Sergeant Rock, just a little issue that I thought looked cool, him kind of jumping that. Another same story here. I think that these were like half off, so I grabbed all these for half off. So these were like $3. And then along with that Barracuda, I actually also grabbed this What If the Punisher Became Captain America. I'm about 90% of the way through this comic, but this was awesome. And the cover is just super cool. We also grabbed a Vigilante issue 2. This was $1. A lot of these are dollar comics I'm about to show you. That was a really cool cover. Yeah, we grabbed a Secret 6 for $1. Doc Savage number 1, which was really cool to find for $1. Another Secret 6 cover right here. Eternal Warrior number 1. I guess this is Eternal Warrior number 1. So I'm really looking forward to reading this because I always wanted issue 1 of that. We also grabbed this Secret 6 cover as well. Issue 4 of Nomad, which I've been looking for forever. I have 1, 2, 3, and 5, so I really needed 4. Hillbilly issue 1, just kind of this random series. This one was just a really cool cover. I just loved how that looked. That's a comic book if you don't believe it. Villains United number 1. This is the first appearance of the Secret 6, as far as I know. So that's really cool to have them. Or the Secret 6 with like Catman and all that, I should say. And then just some extra ones from Ravenswood. Crimson Empire featuring Kilkenix. He's a very interesting Star Wars character. Sorry, I moved my camera there a little bit. And let's see if I can fix it before it's end of days here. Let's see. Come on, baby. Oh. What is going on here? I got comics in one hand, so let me get through the rest of these. And then we grabbed, what is it? The Hidden Enemy, Part 1, Part 2, and then this final cover was sweet with Quinlan Voss, Part 3. I just love how that looks. I had to get all 3. And then also, excuse me, the Mighty Thor issue 339. This is the first appearance of Stormbreaker, Beta Ray Bill's, kind of Asgardian weapon that was also in the MCU. So very cool. Very cool to have the first appearance of Stormbreaker. All right. Real quick, let me just reset this. Make sure everything's looking all right. Whoa, up on 1 foot right now for some reason. And there we go. Okay, we should be all right. Now, let's get into the figures and the Lego stuff that we picked up. So from Larger Than Life at their loose figure section, I did find a DC Universe Classics figure that I did not have, that being Obsidian, Todd Rice. This is really cool. I always confuse this one with, Dr. Impossible. The Mr. Miracle kind of like chase or whatever it was. But this is a totally standalone figure. Very cool and a totally new DC figure to have in my DC UC collection. We also grabbed, because it was just kind of unlabeled, I don't really think they knew what this was. This is actually the, you can see his face down there. the Imperial Guard disguised Luke Skywalker from the Shadows of the Empire Black Series 2-pack with him and Leia. The gun is not the one that came with him, actually. I think it's a Marvel Legends gun, but this was still really cool. For 15 bucks, kind of like this disguised Luke. And let's see, I'm going to have to clean all these figures with disinfectant wipes so you can see right down there is that Luke head, but this is really cool. I just love how that, I've never seen like a figure or a stormtrooper that looks like that, so it was really cool. All right, and then we also have the last figure here is Edward Kenway, the McFarlane Assassin's Creed figure. They had Connor there as well, and I might go back and get him later this week. We'll see. But this was just super sweet. Edward Kenway, probably my favorite of the Assassin's Creed characters. All right, and then we stopped at Bricks and Minifigs, and here is what we picked up. Actually, I lied. This actually is not from Bricks and Minifigs. This is from Target in Liverpool, New York. I walked in there, and I saw in their clearance section, they had the Jedi Bob Starfighter for 30 bucks. It was like 10 bucks off. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab it. This is one I'm going to keep in box. I've been hearing that this minifigure of Jedi Bob might be valuable going into the future. And this is just kind of like a simple little Star Wars set with a little ship. And this is one that I don't really need to build, so I'm going to keep this in box and add it to the vault. You guys know me, I love getting clearance stuff and just adding it to the vault. All right, at Bricks and Minifigs, I didn't actually realize this was a gift with purchase set last year for May the 4th, but we did get the Camino Training Facility set from Bricks and Minifigs. This is at CNY Brickworks, but they have it for $44, and the B&M in Cicero, New York had it for $34, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick that up. I traded some stuff in for store credit, so this thing basically paid for itself, using the store credit, I mean. So I got this. And we also got a base plate here for my new mock that I'm going to be doing for kind of like a Coruscant Underworld. I thought brown might work out pretty well with that. And then just some loose minifigs here just to kind of add to stuff. Number one, I did get Nala Se. I think it is. It's Nala Se, right? I forget what set she comes in. I thought it was this set. I don't know why not, but she comes in some set. I guess I don't have her yet. Maybe I do. I don't really know. I might have bought her without really remembering. But we have Nala Se here. And then I also grabbed just this kind of like random little alien guy. I don't really know who he is, but this might be nice to add just like the background of something. And then I grabbed this Obi-Wan here. He was missing the hair, but I have one that I can add to it. But I'm definitely going to throw this into like my little Jango Fett mock. I think that'll be perfect. And then just to have a kind of a valuable minifigure, hopefully for the future, we did get from Fortnite the Jonesy minifigure. And this is really cool. Does it have another head? Oh, I guess it does. Kind of like a normal one and then like a little mean one here, but I have a feeling that this figure will be valuable sometime in the future, and they had it there for like $9. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick that up and I'll throw him in the vault as well. So folks, there you go, a quick review of some comics and Lego pickups, and yeah, I'm gonna have a whole influx of videos coming out today, so be on the lookout for those. A whole bunch of reviews I've been meaning to get done this week. It's just been so hot, so I'm kind of putting it off, but there you go, folks. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day.